Wow. Well, those are the mountains we're trying to get into. We are in Northern California now. We've crossed over the Oregon border back into California. Look at just the pink banded rhyolite. So this is just like volcanic glass. It's just ash that got cooked into a slightly different creature, but look, it's like pink and veiny. That's beautiful stuff. I think we'll take a couple specimens of that. I mean, it's huge and it's massive here. So this is just, it's pink obsidian basically is what it is. But shedding out of this massive slope here. Look at the colors of it. Wow. Yeah, that's really cool. That side has a bunch of the pink colored stuff at the top there. You can see that's eroding out. And over here it has true soapstone, so that was a double score. I'm going to show you the cleanup on this at the next watery stop. And there's too much traffic here. The back of the truck has just become a mineral bucket. There's the outcome of the very next road cut. It's like a pink marbly looking thing. A couple of chunks of real clear looking, I guess, calcite. We'll look at all these close-ups. Some agates. And then just some more cool looking nodes that were dropping out of the bank, as well as some stripy stuff. On down the road. The ground shining in yet another spot right along the road where we can kind of get back here all hidden and look. And so we're going to, because that's what this is about for me. I am exploring and sorting it all out. Okay, so this has lines in it. Sometimes those lines are where the sheen comes in. But we're going to collect these because these are different. So we're going to climb up this little slope. These are how these crystallized, and those layers could actually get used for carving down. See how they're... This is a different thing going on here. Okay. Yeah, strange how you can see it in these spots changing from the tuff into the actual obsidian and the in-betweens, the banded rhyolite. Not quite as heavy as the glass that got cooked all the way down. So I imagine that's what the stripes are in this, is basically rhyolite glass. So it's almost all the way cooked it down, but with impurities. That's where a lot of our sheen is going to come from. But we'll go ahead and pop some of these in the pocket. Because we are here. We'll never know. Checking all over the place, and this stuff has some cool layering to it. And cool shape. They start to look really fun just how they are. And the fact that you can drive down the road and run into so many different forms of the same thing. But when you're talking silicate, come on, that's what we're doing on this show. The ground here is covered in small Apache tier Gem grade stuff. Just covered. So those are basically a gemstone. Just right there. Just covered. You can see we've gotten into the gem grade right here. So I'm going through here and cherry picking the good core stones and ones that, you know, can obviously be made into things really easily. Going on a little needle hunt now, but they are super see-through little black needles of obsidian. I like the shape. And then, like I said, I'm cherry picking some cores. So I'm just working this one little area here. A needle. So yeah, look at this. Look at this up close. This is where you die if you breathe this stuff. But that's why when it gets heated up, it turns to glass. It's not sugar. That's ash. As you dig right here, you really get the feel for the sugar baking down into the nuggets of glass. See that? It's smaller and smaller until it's granules. These are just the globs that heat stuck together. Oh, and some of this has metallic shimmer to it too. Yep. Back my truck up here, so we're totally hidden and we can just pick up needles. Look at these when they get wet. And I know that there's all kinds of sites that are right near here and mines and everything, but that's the point, is that we're not having to utilize those. And the whole container full of big needles. And then we have our striped rhyolite ones. Those actually look pretty cool wet. It's all just from this one road cut. 12:40 in the afternoon. Many days into a road trip. I'm already feeling very successful and happy with what we've done and where we've gone. And so, it's kind of time for a siesta. That's what I've been doing. I've been laying out the old bed mat and then just stretching out for a little while when I find a place where no one will bug me. So here's a look at the ones with the banding of rhyolite in there. All laid out. And you can see why I was interested in them. They end up with some cool lines and some cool shapes that I feel like could get worked into something. They're definitely a great example when you look at them with all of the other types of obsidian from one area of the different types of volcanic glass. The variety. Soapstone. Look how pure, non-fracturous that is. You see that actually cloved out. That is so smooth and carvable and semi-translucent and just nice stuff. So they were good gobs to grab. And yeah, look at that, one road cut. And we're at the next road cut now. So that's where all these needles and stuff are coming from. I'm going to gather the rest of those up and then I'll show you what we found. Then that'll be the end of this little spot. Having some SpaghettiOs. I just found one of my little collecting bottles. I'm going to, you can get these at the Pioneer Mining Store in Auburn. But I'm going to use this to put a bunch of needles in. I mean, I have a bunch already. Like some of these super low dainty ones on purpose. And put them in there. And I think it'll look really awesome. The ones that we put in the bottle. So I'm getting the most needle-like ones that I can. Which is not hard to find. Wow. Some people like really small versions of things. But you get the idea. I'm just gonna make a nice little specimen. I'll show it to you when it's all finished up. Okay. I'll say the ones that aren't super needle-like anyways, just because they're such clean, pure, big material. This one's got fine bubbles all through it. See that? Micro bubbles causing crazy shimmer. Watch as we move it to the light. Those are beautiful. Beautiful. Getting some good clinkers out of here. Look at that. Except for showing you the edges like that. But these pieces that I'm digging out of here, these core pieces like that, are just, those are beautiful, and they're just, if you have a lot of obsidian around you, these aren't what you're thinking. These are gray glass crystals. As you paw down to where the very needly obsidian is, it's with all these other super silicates. Okay, there's just pockets of them. You'll have to let me gather these and clean them up at a different point so we can get on down the road. I'd say we have our gem gray, black and gray and striated needles collected. I thought you might find this interesting is the hydrosilicates that are in amongst all of this. Just a billion little blades of crystals as you go down through the pocket. It's just absolute sugar in between all of the long spears and little things, and you can see that that's all that it is this finely shredded obsidians and glasses all the way down to dust level. And if that gets compacted and heated, then it melts into that stuff or any of the other forms that we've looked at. And not bad, really. I mean, I got lots of them of all sizes, all shapes. I mean, I ended up getting some pretty good ones, so we'll go see what's at the next spot. If you like this adventure, please hit the subscribe button. I appreciate the support for my channel. The thumbs up icon lets YouTube and everybody else know that you liked it, and they might as well check it out. And then there's a little bell icon next to the subscribe button. If you click on that, you'll get notifications every time I post one of these videos. There's a lot of material that I want to show everybody, and it's coming up, so stay tuned. And I'll see you at the next location. Actually, you'll see me with the cleanup of these needles from this spot, because we already looked at the other road stops. And yeah, please, always, we're dealing with some shutdown sites because of public use right now. Be good stewards and good ambassadors of your hobby. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other.